Thank you very much. All right, our next magician. Oh, my glasses, okay. Has, since her childhood, been bugging family members with her magic tricks at holiday parties. And since then, she's gotten a little bit taller and has bugged a lot more people with her magic tricks. So let's give it up for Felice.
Hi everyone. Hi. Thank you, Kevin. I need the strongest person here to help me out. Who's the strongest person here? Let's see. You guys. One of you guys is really, really strong. Thank you. Yeah. A little more height would help. But one of you guys, can you help me out? Yeah? No? I'm not scary. I'm a little scared. Hi, what's your name? Kira. Kira. Nice to meet you, Kira. I'm Felice. Everyone, say hi. Alright, we're going to do a card trick, okay? Kira? You okay? Yeah. Yeah? Can you keep the card? Take it. Don't show everyone else. I'll turn around. Okay? You. Put that. Anywhere. Right there. Okay? Remember, right? You want to show everyone how strong you are? Or no? He doesn't want to. It's okay. I know how strong you are. Give me one finger. Okay? Here. Touch it. Touch the card. Whoa. Okay, no, don't take it out. Touch it. That was very, very strong. Touch another card. Okay? Another one. Be careful. Another one. Ooh, 4 cards. So 4 cards, right? 4 hands out like this. How's your math? Okay? Okay? What's the chance that one of these 4 cards will be your card? Do you know? What are 4? Maybe. That's close. Okay. That's good. Good math. I got you up here. You know, to show how strong you are. By pushing your hand down as hard as you can. Push that hand up as hard as you can. Push. Push. I'm pushing. Stop. Stop. You're a little bit too strong. Yeah, a little bit too strong. It looks like you pushed so hard. The cards have actually melted. Whoa, what was the card? It's in a box. I've opened it already, but I haven't looked too closely in it. And it actually comes with an instructional CD that's going to teach me a trick so you guys can learn it at the same time that I learn. Okay? I know there are some magicians in the audience and they look really, really excited. So I can do this, okay? So here we go. Let's start the CD.
Hello, magician, and thank you for placing this order with the Atlas Magic Company. We hope you enjoy your mail-order magic trick lesson. This lesson is called The Mystery of the Vanishing Bandana. For this trick, you will need to get 2 props. One is a square of darkly colored fabric, and the other is a yellow bandana. First, now fold the bandana in half. So that's right, fold it in half. Now fold it one more time. Take the folded bandana and hide it in your left hand with the palm facing down. Remember to keep your hand in a natural position. You have just learned called. Now we are ready to begin. Open up the folded bandana and show the audience it's just a regular bandana by wiggling it up and down. If someone in the audience does not believe it is a real bandana, allow them to wipe their face on it. Now place the bandana temporarily on the table and pick up the dark square fabric and gather the four corners together, making what looks like a little bag. Using your left hand, now pick up the bandana from the table and fold it along the creases you made earlier. Now drop the bandana into the folds of the makeshift bag. From the outside of the makeshift bag, squeeze the bandana into a small little ball. Go ahead, squeeze it hard. What the audience did not see is that you never really put the bandana in the fabric at all. You really kept it hidden in your left hand. Remember calming? Again, remember to keep your left hand held natural. Now make a magical gesture. Open the fabric, showing the bandana has vanished.
Thank you guys very much. Let's welcome our next magician, Sugar Wallace. Counter silverware. Give it up for Doc Rogers.
Some of you may have heard me before. Some of you are still regretting that. You may have seen my picture though down at the post office. Maybe America's Most Wanted. Well, anyway, I don't do any of that anymore. Nah, I'm retired. By choice. Wasn't my choice. The authorities thought I ought to find another line of work, so I'm going to teach you guys some magic. Now, how many out here ever wanted to learn magic? Just raise your hands. Don't get so excited. How about you? Would you like to come on up? Yeah, come on. How about a big hand for Washington Baker for the audience? Now, I'm Doc and you are Sally. Sally. Excellent. The magician's name, if I ever. Sally, I'm going to teach you the miracle of the Chinese ring. This trick is over 2,000 years old. Just slightly younger than me. So that's ring number 1. There's ring number 2, ring number 3, and ring number 4. All right, so now I want to make sure that you're paying attention here, so I'm going to ask you a couple of simple questions, all right? I think that was number 1. Okay, fine. And the questions are, what ring is this? What one is what? Oh! Was. All right. You take ring number 1. I'm going to take ring number 2. Now, I want you to look all around the circumference and periphery of the ring. See if you can find any jiggery pokery or dial. No? Give you the right one. Okay, now. One question. When you were examining the ring, did you happen to notice were there any holes?
No, dense, but no holes.
Without that, this was really stupid. 2, 3.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, Sally, that was the easy part. The hard part is causing it to come apart with this look like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how you're doing it.
That's ring number 1. There's ring number 2. Take those rings. Now, don't let go until I take it. Hold them right out in front of you, just like that. Both of them, just one hand, straight out, perfect. All right, now. That's ring 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Just like that. Now, don't let go. When I count to 3, I want you to let go of one of the rings, okay? And it's going to go right back. Right? 1, 2. Move first step back. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. All right, Sal. Now it's time to take them apart. You're holding this like this. Now you move your wrists like this. Move your alive. All right, Sal. Now you move your wrists and then throw it. And they come right back. Put this one up on your shoulder. You let it fall back down onto the other ring. Yeah, okay. Onto the other ring, and then give it a spin. Perfect! Yeah! You've done this before, yeah. All right, Sally, now I'm going to show you the second way that you kick the rings apart. You hold them like that. Yeah, perfect. And you reach through, this is the artistic. Just reach through, grab that ring, show it to everybody, take it and set it back down, and give it a spin, give it a spin. Perfect! Alright, so now it's time for the third. Next colleague coming out will be Magician Millier.
I was thinking about what the oldest magic trick in the world is. Many magicians think it's the old cups and balls. This is much older. It's actually 1 billion years old. It's a rock, and it's 1 billion years old. Thank you. If you applauded that, you'll applaud at anything. Now, while we're on the subject of science, topic I know very little about, what I have here is actually, what's your name? Patty, what is that? Excellent. Many people mistake it for a hot water bottle. If I blow into this, will I be able to fit this into this? This is a test of physics. Have you had physics yet, Patty? Not yet. You will next year, probably by 3rd grade. Awesome. So if I blow this balloon, will I be able to fit this balloon into this glass? Raise your hand if you think I can. Thank you very much. Watch it. See, the physics of volume tells us that it's impossible to fit this into this glass. But you believe in magic. How many of you now believe that I can fit this into this glass? No, there's more than nobody else. He's lost some and would gain some. I want you to listen very carefully. You hear that noise? That's the balloon complaining. It's whining. It's not one of those. But I'm going to really have to make it whine in a minute, as you can see. I think this is about as big as I want to make it. Okay. I'm going to give away the secret. This is really really not a magic trick. It's just something, an experiment you can do at home. All you need is a balloon and glass and a magic wand. The magic wand has a sharp point to get into the kitchen. It's actually called a knife. I'd like to present this to you from the magicians for helping us organize this event. Give her a round of applause. And I want you to know this is the cheapest bottle that I could find in the last minute. Nice to meet you. I'm going to need a volunteer. You come up here, please. What's your name? What is it? Charlie, will you take a lemon, please? And will you put your lemon in this bag? Charlie, thank you so much. And what I want you to do is, you just close that up and take that back to your seat. And don't let anyone touch it. If anyone touches, tries to take it from you, no, never mind. Don't let them touch it. Okay, you go and just hold on to that. And kids, anyone else want the lemons? Anyone want a lemon to take home? Okay. You're too far, might be mom. Here. All right. We'll come back to that. Now, I want to tell you that many magicians often like to think, this is a secret, that we could do big magic. Not just like change the 3 of diamonds into the ace of spades, but change larger things. So I want to give you an example of this today. How many of you read the Boston Globe? Excellent, yes. How about the New York Times? Some of you, okay. So, you know, I was reading yesterday's Boston Globe, and I was getting impressed. Has that ever happened to anybody here? You know, because I'm reading, and, you know, there's the boat people in Malaysia trip, right? There's, well, I don't know, there's the Patriots thing, there's, I circled it with my marker actually, there's a coup in Burundi, Central Africa, and then here a million people living in poverty. Terrible. So I'm here to depress you, not to entertain you. Get used to that. So what happens though is, as I'm reading the paper and I'm thinking about this, I start imagining that I might be able to exert control over the situation, and I pretend to tear the paper in my mind. Because although I passed anger management class, I did learn how to tear things up in my mind. So this is an illusion. I'm actually not tearing the paper. Does it seem like I'm tearing the paper, kids? You see, as I am reading the paper every day, I'm thinking, you know what, there's all this injustice, there's that stuff in Baltimore, there's war, there's discrimination, and kids, you ever feel like tearing things up? Well, if you ever want to, do what I'm doing, just pretend to. Don't actually do it. That's what I'm doing. I'm pretending to tear the paper out of rage at all the bad news that I see in there. Now, if I was a real magician, I would just push this all back together again. Watch. Like this, and I'll squeeze it like this, and like this, and then I just do this, and like this, and like this, and it's back together. But I can't do it. I'm sorry, you thought I could. Look, the point of this is that the world is full of problems. And to do the real magic of bringing the world into a better place, you have to heal the world. And so on the count of 3, I want you all to say, Tikkun Olam, which is an ancient Hebrew expression. A lot of metaphysical baggage we don't need to get into. It basically means healing the world of the broken fragments, putting the fragments together again. So when I count to 3, say Tikkun Olam, and we're going to try to heal the world. Okay? 1, 2. Remember what you're going to say. You're going to say Tikkun Olam, right? 1, 2, 3. Tikkun Olam. Exactly. one more. Even more. Oh shoot, I think I left my very important pocket. Does anybody have a dollar? Need a dollar bill? No. Yes, anybody. Thank you. Anyone can come forward with me? Oh, she beat you to it. Thank you, all of you. And those of you who have wanted to give me money, you can come see me after. What's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon, thank you much. Could you stand over here? Thank you, Sharon. So, here's a question I'm going to ask not just Sharon, but really anybody in this audience. If I could tear this bill into, sorry, not tear the bill, I'm not doing it this way. If I could make this bill into a $100 bill, would that please you?
I'd take it.
Would you? How many of you would like to see that? That's why I'm not going to do that, because you're expecting it. So instead, I'm going to turn your dollar bill into a quarter. You didn't expect that, did you? Okay, watch carefully. And by the way, once again, I'm only pretending to tear the bill. So what's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon, after the show, I'm not going to want to know your name. All right, so what we're going to try to do is pretend. Okay, sorry. This is your receipt, though. I turned it into a quarter. See, it's a quarter off a bill. All right, and for the rest of this, Sharon, I'm also a mind reader. We've never met, right? So how did I know your name? So what I'm going to do is, just for safekeeping, is I'm going to wrap your dollar up in this paper. And kids, there's one thing that you must never do with American currency. You know what that one thing is? Who said do not burn? Yes. You also shouldn't eat it. I didn't know that, but now I do. So basically, you must never burn currency, and I wouldn't do that except for being like. I'm sorry. That was a valuable moment, not for you.
No.
But I'm crying inside, even though I seem calm. Listen, nothing is ever lost. The laws of entropy tell us that information is never lost in the universe. That means that your 3/4 of the dollar are still out here in the ether. Do you believe?
Somewhere.
Say, I believe.
I believe.
Say hallelujah. I'm not here. I mean, I have to kind of deserve that. So I feel the energy of the 3/4 of a dollar, and I sense it in the audience. Somebody has 3/4 thickness. One of you has. Charlie, would you just come up here, please? Come stand right up here. You are a star. I get a round of applause for Charlie. Now, Charlie, you didn't let anybody touch that bag, did you? Nope. And you didn't let my friend stick anything in there.
Okay, thank you for not leaving while we were doing all that. Good afternoon. My name is Alan. The Uncanny. Wow, Caleb gets more applause than I do. I come from the netherworld, and I go to the great beyond. I sleep in the 5th dimension, and I eat breakfast in the twilight zone. And what does a magician have for breakfast? Everyone's a critic. Listen, I know what you're thinking. I know why you were groaning, actually. A lot of you are thinking, this is not a very nutritional breakfast at all. It's practically candy with all the sugar in it. You're right. Some people may, in fact, prefer a hot meal. So I have come prepared
would like to have a highlight, I'm all set to go. Just take our cereal, pour a little in there, put on the lid, apply a little heat. Don't need a great deal of heat these days. This should be just enough. There we go. A nice hot breakfast. I wasn't planning on having a duck for breakfast. In fact, I'd rather duck breakfast. What are you staring at? Take a bite. Come, he's going to have a nap now. For a duck, it's an awful ham. And I just made that one up. Okay. I'd like to talk to you now about something no one ever talks about. Invisible colors. Now, we all know what visible colors are. We're wearing them. We see them on the walls everywhere else. We can see them. That's why they're called visible colors. However, what most people do not know is that hovering around us, floating in the air, are invisible colors just waiting to be noticed. Have any of you ever seen any invisible colors? You haven't. There's probably a good reason for that. The whole idea, though, is to make those invisible colors visible. And fortunately, I have some friends at MIT who have been able to help me out with a little invention that can cause that to happen. Now, this simple-looking little metal tube is known by the scientific community as a simple-looking little metal tube. But it's also known as a chromatic constitutionalizer. And that's just a fancy way of saying that it can make invisible colors visible. First of all, we have to take the colors out of the air and place them in the tube. But unfortunately, because this is an open-ended tube, everything I put in there is going to fall right on the ground. You're not going to see it anyway. So that's why I brought with me this special laboratory-prepared tissue. Sealing up this end. Now, you're probably saying, oh, I saw him sneak something in there. Well, I want to assure you that this tube is still completely filled with empty space, as you can see with my little flashlight here. Nothing in there, so now we will put something in there. I see some red over here, some yellow, some green. Now some of you may be sensitive enough, as am I, to actually see some of these colors. If you just reach out and toss them at the tube. All right, there we go. The front row is excited about doing so. All right, just a few more. I need some purple. Anyone have any purple? Great, terrific. All right. I think, okay, it's getting a little heavy. I believe we have all we need. So and as I do so, I would like to ask a very important question. What is it that we get when we put all the colors together? Does anyone have the answer to that? Yes?
Brown.
That is what a lot of people believe. That if you take, for instance, with paint, if you mix them up and you put them all together, you get black or brown, something like that. Yes, you have the... Well, that's sometimes. There's the optical theory. Some people believe that if we were talking about light, you put all the colors together, you get white. What they are missing the point on is that what you really get is a rainbow. A rather long rainbow. An excruciatingly long rainbow. Wow. Whoa. There you are. There we go. I've got it under control. It's okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A miracle, living color. Brought to you by Alan. The Uncanny. And now, as a master of the arcane arts and the occult sciences, it is now my duty to perform the obligatory rope trick. Does anyone happen to have a piece of rope on them? A clothesline, a thick shoelace? It's okay. Fortunately, for just such emergencies, I brought my own rope with me here. Nice piece of rope here. A good piece of rope always has three things. It has a center, also known as a middle, and it has two ends. Now, to make sure that I've got a good piece of rope, I'm going to take a little inventory and make sure I've got what I'm supposed to have. Here's the one center and the two ends. 1, 2, 3. That's what I said. Rope's not supposed to have 3 ends. You know what? It might be me. I was never that good at arithmetic. I may have miscounted. It might be my fault. Let me try this again. We have the 1 center, and we have 2 ends. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice. Hello? Hello?
4. I was so horrified, time stood still for a minute. All right, I don't understand this at all. I've heard of 1 rope with 2 ends. I've heard of 2 ropes, each of which with 2 ends, but I've never heard of a rope with 4 ends, which we don't even have anymore. The part I can't figure out is why it is that I can take this piece of rope, tie a single knot, and end up with 3 knots. And that's not even why I brought this rope. Let me make things a little bit more difficult for myself by adding a few knots, because right now, right before your very eyes, ears, nose, and throat, I, Alan, the uncanny, will cause these knots to disappear. Are you ready? This is the dramatic moment of the evening, or the afternoon, whatever it is. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I was holding the wrong end. 1. Here we go. This is gonna be easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Show's over. I'm going out in the car. I can't take this anymore. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I beg your forgiveness. That was very unprofessional of me. I lost control. I forgot something very important. The knots will vanish, but they'll only vanish under cover of darkness. So if we just wait for the sun to go down, maybe come back in a few hours, you don't want to wait that long. There's got to be another, oh hey, this before. This bag I keep my rope in happens to have a black lining. As long as it doesn't have any holes to let any light through, yeah, this should do it, I think. If I put the rope with the knots into the bag, close the bag tightly, the knots are now in the dark. And most of the time, so am I. Now all we have to do is generate the necessary mystical energies. And we do that in a very special way. First, we blow the magic whistle. Then, we honk the magic horn. And finally, we quack the magic quack. Did you do that? That's okay. That sounds very strange, but in fact, it has done the job. We've generated the mystical energies, and I can now reach in and pull out a piece of rope, showing you that the knots have indeed completely vanished. What? Well, they did disappear, but not exactly in the manner that I had intended. Gee, I wonder where those knots went. But it was also okay, it's about time for me to head back to the nether world and round out the show. I hope you've all enjoyed yourself this afternoon as much as we enjoyed it. And let's leave you with a little piece of advice, if I may, that as you coast carelessly through this cockeyed continuity that we call our common everyday existence, do not fear the mystery. Enjoy that which you do not understand. Embrace it. Let it give you perspective. And never let the magic go out of your life. Whoa.
Good time tonight, folks. Let's bring our musicians out one more time. That's Maria. so much for coming by. We hope you had a good time, had some laughs. Have a good night.